Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We will explain about thematic progression, and I'm Risya Rismaya as the first presenter. Dance 1974 proposes the principle of thematic progression, which refers to the way sentences are grouped together in theme or rhyme structure to make a coherent discourse and to effectively decode text. As the text unfolds, the following themes combine with themes or rhymes in the preceding clause in the third way, selecting or repeating the key information in the text and developing it further. According to Thomson 2014, this Paris combination form thematic progression pattern, which represent the ways that speakers use in constructing their messages to make them fit smoothly into the unfolding language event. That's all from me, and the next material will be explained by the next presenters, Vicky, Aulia, Juliana. Thank you.
Okay, the next material is dance defined thematic progression as follows. The choice and ordering of uterine themes, their mutual consequential and hierarchy, as well as their relationship to the hyperthemes of the superior text units, such as the paragraph, chapter, to the whole text, and to the situation. Thematic progression might be viewed as the skeleton of the plot. Patterns of thematic progression are formed by a systematic relation between the theme rhyme selections and experiential selections in a text. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Neli Saadatudarain as the third presenter. Thematic Progression Patterns. Dane's 1974 postulates some basic TP patterns from analysis of scientific and other professional texts, among which are simple linear TP, TP with a continuous or constant theme, and split rhyme progression. First, simple linear TP is where the theme relates to the rhyme of the preceding utterance. In other words, the rhyme portion of each sentence becomes the theme of the following clause. Simple linear TP occurs frequently in expository and argumentative text, for example in editorials and popular medical texts. This is the pattern of simple linear TP. Second, TP with a continuous or constant theme is where the same theme appears in a series of adverbs. TP with a continuous or constant theme occur frequently in narratives and news stories. This is the pattern of TP with a continuous or constant theme.
Hello, I am Siti Puput Hermawati. I will continue the material from a previous presenter. The flow of information in a sentence from theme and rhyme is crucial in achieving communicative effectiveness. The exchange of information between successive, according to Higgins in 1994, theme and rhyme pairings in a text is called thematic progression. Thematic progression contributes to the cohesive development of a text. That is to say, in a cohesive text, the distribution of given and new information needs to follow certain patterns. There are several main types of thematic progression which depends on different text types. For example, in a narrative type text, we often repeat theme of one clause into theme of subsequent clause. For example, a good teacher need to show great patience to the teaching. A good teacher as theme and need to show great patience to teaching is rhyme. And other examples, He or she should be intellectually and normally honest. He or she as theme and should be intellectually and morally honest as rhyme. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Saadah, I will continue the material. I will explain about split rhyme progression. Split rhyme progression is a frequently occurring combination of simple linear TP and TP with a continuous or constant theme. The exposition where a rhyme is expanded by a series of subordinate themes. Split theme and rhyme progressions such as these are expository in character as they provide a list of related information to illustrate a main point. The pattern represented as following. Next, the Rifa theme. In this pattern, the theme position is cohesively connected in meaning but not necessarily in form to the previously mentioned topics in the text. The text of the whole section contains one general idea. The pattern represented as follows.
Thank you very much. My name is Dante Rahdian Maulana. My student's number is 1921222027. However, the thematic development of an academic text is different. Fries, 1983, made the point that the thematic progression of an academic text needs to have a high incidence of cross-referential links from the rhyme of one of the clause to the theme of the next clause. As the academic texts present complex arguments in which its successive ideas is an expansion of an idea in the previous sentence. Let us have a look at an example of thematic progression in an academic text. To stop the outbreak of the unknown disease, 2 medical teams were sent immediately to the affected area in Sichuan to diagnose the disease. Each medical team was formed by 10 doctors selected from the first-rate hospital across the country. The expertise of all the doctors was well known in China, and some was world famous. In this example, the infinitive to stop the outbreak of the unknown disease is theme. 2 medical teams, first appearing as rhyme in the first clause, become theme of the second clause. The element doctors, which is rhyme of the second clause, becomes theme of the third clause. This text demonstrates high cross-referential linking between rhyme of one of the clause and theme of the next. This thematic progression gives a reader orientation as to where the information has come from and where it's going, and hence creates cohesion in a written text. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.